evening. Tonight in the Norfolk Angle we're going to discuss the importance of the Virgin Mary to the Christian Church. Our differing attitudes are a major obstacle to church unity. Well, in Norfolk, of course, we have the shrine of Walsingham, dedicated to a vision of Mary back in 1061. Well, with me to discuss this issue we have Sue Page, a lay reader in the Anglican Church and a member of the General Synod. She also happens to be married to a vicar. Father Peter Allen is director of the Roman Catholic Shrine of Our Lady of Walsingham, and George Target is a writer. Well, Father Peter, if I can begin with you first of all. I mean, your shrine there is dedicated to a vision of Virgin Mary, so how important is she to your own church?
The importance of Mary is often misunderstood, I think, even by Catholics, but I think by the different denominations, Christian denominations, because it's often seen as though she's taking the place of Christ. You know, that Mary is more important than Christ. You have a shrine in honour of Mary, not in honour of Christ. But of course it is a shrine primarily in honour of Christ. And Mary's significance and importance is as a disciple, as one who heard the word, the first one who heard the gospel, and the first one to respond wholeheartedly and completely to it. And therefore she provides for the church a model of its own response to the Lord, and of course a response to the Lord which is a taking to heart of his message and a bringing that message to birth in the world for others.
But are attitudes within the Roman Catholic Church to Mary changing, do you think?
I don't think the basic teaching is changing. I mean, popular attitudes and responses are always changing in the Church, in its worship and in its devotional life. And I think certainly its devotional life has changed on this matter.
Sue?
Yes, I think Mary has become more important to me recently, simply over the debate of the virgin birth. And if one notices in the four Gospels, in fact it's only in two that is indicated. In the other Gospels it starts bang into Jesus and his ministry. And sort of thinking about that, what one realised was that Mary must have been very reticent about this holy happening. She didn't want to take centre stage when Jesus was alive. And it seems as if she lived into old age. Perhaps she chatted to Luke about it, and it was only when Luke wrote his Gospel that he in fact first told the story of the Annunciation. She isn't important to me, but I do understand that she can be important to other Christians. What I can't cope with or understand is why Catholics believe that she was assumed to heaven. I don't understand that at all. And I also wonder why it is that she's still seen as a vision. Why isn't Jesus seen? Or why isn't Paul seen? Or why isn't Mark? Why is it Mary?
George?
Yes, I already find motherhood and birth miraculous enough. I don't need it to be made any more extraordinary. And the idea of a little Jewish girl producing Christ and then having a very large family, a great, fat, happy, shouting Jewish family in which Christ, the Saviour of the world, the Son of Man, was born and lived and had his being there, if you like. That fills. I don't need any more miracle than that. I don't like the whole idea of perpetual virginity. If she had a baby, she was no longer a virgin. And if you're going to muck about with birth like that, I give up. I just like Mary. I can see her as a great fat Jewish mother on Sabbath evening, spreading the food out. Come on, she'd say. Now that I can go for. But the pale, androgynous, white-robed, ever-virgin, I think is a particular product of the necessity of the Roman Catholic Church.
Peter?
That's what you would look for,
That's
George,
what I would look
it?
for, yes, absolutely.
But you're faced with 2,000 years of the Church's tradition, which presents us with something else. And we're not here to contrive our own religion, but to receive something which has been handed down to us and to try and understand that.
I don't know how recent the cult of Mary is. I mean,
well,
it's
certainly 2nd century when we have prayers to the Virgin Mary and depictions on the walls of the catacombs of the Virgin.